Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Philadelphia Eagles. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
It's going to be a long day. Slam, slam, slam.
Hey, Rocket.
Watch twins. Watch twins. Sponge, sponge.
Orange 5-4.
No.
SOS, SOS, SOS. SOS, SOS, SOS.
Deuce.
They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Keep it skinny.
Lucky.
Cluster.
57's the mic.
Alpha.
The mic.
Stay with your man.
Rivers. Safarian Jenkins has it. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches.
Load it.
Check 13. Check 13.
Watch out.
They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
12.
Kill. Slam.
Ingram again, a first down carry. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward.
Let's go.
They're 180. Black 11.
Switch.
Alpha. Hey, I'm going to go load it. Behind.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
As a DN, when you play the run, you don't always have to make the tackle. Just have to use the right technique to make sure the play goes where you want it to. And in this case, did an excellent job stringing this one out and making the tackle at the end of it.
And for a loss.
Stay there. 390. Red Delta.
And now whistles and a flag. And I think we got a jump here. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped. But I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Round 80. Hey, go orange. Hey, 79.
57's Mike 57.
Hey, Foxtrot. White.
Watch twist.
Q.
Now a 2nd down throw for Rivers. And it's incomplete. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage. You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon, that just go out and make plays. You kind of let their athletic ability take over in order for you to notice them.
Hey, hey, hey. White.
Third and long for Rivers. He's got his man. It's Williams. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Mike Williams, 54 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. On first down, Ryan. And this is a catch by Ted Ginn. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10.
51, Tom! Check!
Ryan. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. It's a gain of 5, and it'll make it second down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Hey, wait. Hey, South! Bravo!
Mike 5-4.
Ryan. Ginn has it complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 27-yard line. They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in in the production meeting with them to talk about this, saying, hey, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
The first down run with Gurley, a good one. He gets forward for 6 yards. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to second and 4. Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another first and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Darren Lee there to get him down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down. Defense simply not fooled by the draw there.
Well, they were thinking run to begin with, and what they tell their defensive linemen is play the run on your way to the quarterback. If someone shows, go get him, and that's exactly what they did.
22. Hey, 2.
Throwing on third down, Keenum. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Field goal forthcoming for Stephen Hauschka. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game. Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
You better be afraid of me.
And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
Black 15! Hey, I'm gonna go load it! Load it!
65! Joker,
12. Left!
From the gun, Rivers. Looking for Garcon, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Hey, 25, 54, south. 54.
Let's go, D.
On first down, it's Gurley. He'll have a first down inside the 10 and down to the 7-yard line. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Hey, 50. Stand down. Hey, team 6.
Here's Keenum. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Alshon Jeffrey there to make the grab. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball out of the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and
3. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here. 2nd and 3.
Back to pass. Hatchet. Hatchet.
Run 80. Pilot, 64, weak. Crunch. Hey, Delta. Hey, Haywood. Wait, 89.
Rivers. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Steve McClendon. Credit him for the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Hey, Rocket.
Kill.
Zero. Smoke.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
Let's go. 15 running. He can't hang. Let it roll.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Ready. 190.
Let's go.
Left. Hey, go orange. Orange.
Let's go, D.
Hey, high 7.
You tighten up. 57's Mike. Mike 57.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Hey, easy.
They just got that play off. Now Rivers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zadarius Smith just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for the loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
Check. Check hot route. Hot.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. He's going to let this go deep for Jay. And that is intercepted by last year's NFL leader, DeMonte Casey. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
After the interception, here's Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. These offensive starters still out there in the second quarter. You would think the plans for them to at least play into the third quarter, if not all the way through.
Yeah, it might go by feel. If they have a really good first drive to start the third quarter, they might pull them after that. If not, might leave them out there a little bit longer, but I'll guarantee this, they'll be gone.
And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl quarterback, Denzel Ward. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Check.
Hey, Delta!
They'll run on first down. Ingram, and he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Cameron Wake makes plays like that look simple because I think he plays with excellent leverage. Really does a nice job of being lower than the offensive guys trying to block him and gets underneath them and goes up and down the line of scrimmage to make those types of plays.
And kept him to a short run play there.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got?
Left!
Give me some.
Hey, Alpha!
On 2nd and 7, Rivers got his man. It's Eifert. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
White! 6-6. Pull it high. Red!
Here's Rivers. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Mike Williams ready for the regular season with his second touchdown of the game. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him.
The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Just like that. Just like that.
Here's Ryan. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
That's the way. Go like 50, Mike.
to throw again. Ryan. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Now Ryan. Flush to his right. And Robinson with a big catch. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Hey, let's go, false one. Hey, 50.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Down. Five.
Keenum to throw again. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Alshon Jeffrey in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens have once again taken the lead.
Well, someone has a sense of the dramatic here, don't they? Scoring this late in the half to take the lead going into the locker room.
Now they just don't want to misstep misfortune on the next kickoff because there's still a little bit of time left on that clock.
Yeah, you do have to bring that up, don't you? In the NFL, every play is critical. And if you give up something cheap there, all that advantage they just gained goes right out the window.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Hey, go orange.
Final play of the half, Rivers. He's going to loft one, deep left side here. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Our starters likely to be out there for the third quarter as we get back underway in this second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. As we surmise, Charles, most of the starting units still out there for this third quarter. First time this preseason that they played into the second half.
And that's by design. Most of the time by this point of the preseason, you want them to go into the half, cool down, and then come back out and warm up to start the third quarter like you would a regular season game. That's exactly what they wanted to get done.
Ryan. Oh, Incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Switzer on the return. 49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Brandon Carr there to make the stop.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go, D.
Buffalo one.
Let's 57's right. Let's go one more.
Behind.
Throwing Rivers. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back.
Back.
Shift.
Hey, Delta. Q.
Go get him.
Go.
To throw, Rivers. And Eifert has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27. A nice little completion there by Phillip Rivers. And you and I were reading the article yesterday, 5th grade. Rivers had to do a project where he had to make a poster about his dreams and aspirations, so he clipped out a football player from a magazine article and pasted his face on the helmet. That's what he wanted to be, and it turned out okay.
Not so bad at all. Remember, he's the son of a coach. And on that play, I think he made the old coach proud with that completion.
Round 80.
He's scared. Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Hey.
Load it.
3 down. 57.
Hey, wahoo.
You better bring it.
Rivers now from the 50. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zadarius Smith able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Hey, Rocket.
And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Check. Kill.
Keep it skinny. Hey, Delta.
He's checking crap.
White.
Let's 57.
Load it. White.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. And that's going to be intercepted. It's the all-pro safety, Derwin James. He was looking for Matthews that time. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, echo. Protein spill.
Here's Ryan. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, he'll force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Yeah, they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down. Gurley again here on 1st down. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
20, 61, matchbox light.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 42-yard line.
Check green. Watch the safety creep.
11. Hey, South.
Motion.
Hey, Delta. 21.
On 2nd and 1, Ryan. And that one's complete to Gurley. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the